basically 4 factors that go into how we recommend people to one another. This is the biggest one, attractiveness, similarity, or attractiveness, distance. Second is that match percentage we spend all the time working on, and the reason we started the site in the first place. Third, we look at how many unread messages you have in your inbox. So if you don't read your messages, we push you down, because we figure if you have 8 unread messages and you get a 9th, right, that's just one more message you're not going to read, or that's going to have to get in line behind all this other stuff. And then fourth, we add in a big random number. It's actually about the same size as this message box thing, inbox thing, because first, I mean, philosophically, we don't claim to have figured anything out, really. I mean, none of the soulmate stuff, or we have found your perfect match. These are just our guesses. A random number is sort of the expression of that, of serendipity and love. And also for a very practical reason, unlike say, a Google search, where like if you type in the World Bank or whatever, Winston Churchill, you get a result, and if you go back and type it again later, more or less that result should be up there. If it's not exactly number 1 still, it should be high. Like the Wikipedia entry for a concept for the Enlightenment or whatever is probably in the top 3 anytime you search for the Enlightenment. But you can't run a dating site like that. You can't have a deterministic search, because if people do a search, you're looking for single people about your age in Philadelphia, we can't show you the same 50 people every time. You're going to think that that's the only 50 people that we have to offer. And you've already judged or been judged by those people. So we have to just kind of like basically stir the pond and have all the stuff kind of come up to the top. Hey, we got to keep it moving, and that's what that random number does. And one last slide, please. And so this is kind of like the state of the focus problem now. It's obviously not great. Basically, this is, my labels have been cut, but this is the messages that women get by attractiveness percentile, and this is the messages that men get. This dotted line is the average between the two. So you can see that the most attractive women still get way, way, way too many messages. Our ideal world would be for these lines to both be flat. We want as many, like the way we look at messaging on OkCupid is the idea of messaging health, and that's for both the breadth of people, so as many people as possible getting messages, and the depth, as many people as possible having those messages generating deep conversations.